Once upon a time, in the heart of the expansive Nyumbani kingdom, nestled between lush forests and rolling savannas, lived Princess Zaire. Zaire, an only child, was doted and adored by her parents, King Omari and Queen Leila. From a young age, she had everything she could ever desire, except the freedom to choose her own path. As the kingdom's future ruler, tradition dictated that Zaire could not ascend the throne without a husband. Her husband would become king as a woman could not rule alone. The pressure was immense and her parents introduced her to countless princes from neighboring kingdoms. However, none of the princes treated her with the respect she sought. They were often snobbish and rude, treating her like a trophy rather than a partner and showing no regard for her maids and guards. According to them, as a woman, she had no say and had to listen to them and not do anything apart from her wifely duties. If there was something Princess Zaire hated, was being told how to live her life and be a trophy wife. She could not stay hidden in shelves just to be admired and her life dictated. Princess Zaire was resolute in her decision to choose her own husband. She wanted a man who would respect her and her people, not one who saw as a means of power. One day, on her way to visit her friend, her car broke down near the village market. No, no, no. Why is this happening right now? I need to meet up with my friends, Princess Zaire said. There's a mechanic shop some distance away. We can push, one of the maids said. Her maids pushed the car to a nearby garage. Good afternoon, Princess Zaire greeted. Afternoon, my princess. To what do we owe this special visit? Ime said. My car just broke down. I don't know what happened and I need to go to a place urgently. Would you kindly check it out for me? The princess replied. Ime was respectful and dedicated, leaving another customer's car to attend to Zaire's first. However, the repair was taking longer than expected. What is going on? Why is it taking long? They are waiting for me, Princess Zaire said, angry and in a rush. I'm so sorry, but the car has a lot of issues and if I just fix one thing, you won't go far before it breaks down again. Amy replied respectfully. I thought you were a mechanic, a good one at that. So why is it taking you long? Are you not perfect at your job? Can I get someone who is fast and knows what he's doing? She said angrily. I'm so sorry, my princess. I'm trying my best, but if you're not satisfied by my speed and work, I can call the boss, Ime replied. No, you are not. You are perfect at your work. Ime is the best mechanic here, and if you're in a hurry, you could have found yours or fix it yourself. She's just a spoiled princess who is used to having things done for her and the way she likes at her own pace. Welcome to the real world, princess, another young mechanic said harshly. This shocked Zaire. No one had ever reprimanded her except her parents. She was used to everyone bowing to her will. You're talking to the princess of Nyumbani kingdom. Watch your tone, mister, Bisa, one of the maids, said. It's not like you're fixing her car for free. She's paying. If we knew you were going to be so slow and this rude, we would have found a better mechanic shop. Ade, her other maid, added angrily. All of you are rude, just like your master. You can go and fix it yourself. You cannot demand respect if you cannot be respectful too, the young man replied. Kato, stop it. I understand them. They are in a hurry. Please be respectful. Ime reprimanded the young man. Respect goes both ways. Just because she's royalty doesn't mean she can be rude, and you're supposed to be okay with that, Kato said. Kato, is that your name? No, keep going on. Educate me, the princess replied. My princess, you shouldn't stand that disrespect, Bisa argued. No, let him continue. He already began, might as well continue, the princess replied, intrigued. Are you going to call your guards to arrest me and throw me in the royal prison? Kato asked. I may or may not. Speak your mind. You have my attention, she replied. We are all hardworking people and enjoy what we do. And Ime is one of the best in this kingdom. I learned from him. When you disrespect him, it's not just him but his work. He was respectful enough to stop working on another customer's car just to fix yours first. And your car is a mess with a lot of issues. He's fixing all that for you. The least you could do is be patient. But if you're in a hurry, you could leave it here. We will take care of it and bring it to the palace after it's done. And you can take another royal car to your destination. I'm sure you have a lot of cars, Kato replied. Intrigued by Kato's integrity and honesty, Zaire began visiting the garage more frequently, often under the guise of needing minor repairs. Over time, she and Kato developed a genuine friendship. Kato treated her as an equal, challenging her views and engaging in meaningful conversations. Unlike the princess she had met, Kato respected her maids and she learned a lot from him, earning her admiration as well. Zaire's parents were unaware of her visits to the garage, as she made her maids swear to never tell. She cherished the time she spent with Kato, who taught her to appreciate the simple pleasures of life. "My princess, what are you doing in the kitchen?" Ade, her maid, asked. "I want you to teach me how to cook," she replied excitedly. "But you don't know or have to do it. That is our job here," Ade replied. "And I'm not replacing your job. I just want to learn so I can surprise Kato," the princess smiled. "It's not my place to ask. But aren't you spending an awful amount of time with that young man?" Ade said. "I like him. He's fun and he listens to me and I learn a lot from him." "He's purely my friend with no motive," she replied. "Are you sure? Most people pretend that at first, then start asking for favors. And what will your parents say when they find out?" Ade replied. "First of all, they'll never find out because you promised to never tell. He's a good man. I can vouch for that. You saw him from day one. He was not sugarcoating or being all sweet, which most people are. He has principles and standards, and he stands by them. He stands for the people he cares about and himself, and he's unapologetically himself. I've never had deep conversations with any guy. They just see me as a woman, someone with no opinion and just a trophy. Kato is different. He really sees me for me, supports me, is not afraid to challenge me and my beliefs. I enjoy his company and I want to return the favor of always bothering him at work every time by at least cooking him his favorite meals. So, will you help me?" she said. Princess Zaire learned to cook with the help of her maids and often brought homemade meals to Kato. He appreciated her efforts, but refused any lavish gifts, valuing her companionship above material wealth. Their bond grew stronger and soon they fell in love. Zaire's maids were astonished that she preferred the humble garage to the opulence of the palace. Despite their concern, they respected her wishes and kept her secret as their own. One fateful day, King Omari and Queen Lila discovered their daughter's visits. They stormed into Kato's house, furious and disappointed. "My king, my queen, welcome to my humble home," Kato welcomed. "We are not here for you, young man. We are here for our daughter, whom you have brainwashed," the king said angrily. "Father, mother, what are you doing here? And how did you find out where I was?" Zaire asked, surprised to see her parents. "That is not the matter. The big question is, what are you doing here? And with this man?" her mother asked, belittling Kato and his home. "I didn't want you to find out this way. But you are here now. Kato is my betrothed," she replied. "What? Never. My daughter will not get married to a poor man. A man who can't even take care of himself, let alone her. I refuse," her mother shouted angrily. "He's a mechanic and can sustain himself. He doesn't want the lavish of life, and I also want a pure, simple life filled with love and respect. Kato is a good man and I love him," Zaire replied. "Can you hear your daughter? A princess is choosing a mechanic. Wonders shall never cease. We introduce you to princes from great kingdoms and you prefer this? A pathetic excuse of a man," King Omari said angrily. "Respectfully, sir, I being a mechanic doesn't make me less of a man. I'm hardworking and I love your daughter so much. I'm sure you also began somewhere until you grew and became the king. Or if you were born a princess, a prince, lucky you. But I'm sure the first king started from somewhere to grow for the next generations to come. Just give me a chance before judging me," Kato said respectfully. "Never. I raised my daughter well. I give her everything and you want me to allow her to settle for less? Not as long as I breathe," the king refused. And your daughter is not influenced by this lavish life. Although all those princesses disrespected me, told me as a woman I have no say, and all I have to do as a woman is be pretty and perform my duties as a wife. You taught me to be myself and not settle for less. This is me standing up for myself and loving who I want freely. Kato has a lot of qualities those princes do not possess. Kato respects me. He wants to know me, the real Zaire. He understands and listens to me. He appreciates my opinions and he loves me. Zaire, stripped away, not the princess or my power. Yes, he's not well off right now, but I see his ambition and hard work and we will make it. That I am sure of. Zaire stood up for a man. He'll never be a king. I'd rather the kingdom go to another family, Queen Leila said. I love you, my daughter, but we do not support this union, so you have to make a choice, her father said. Father, please don't do this. I love all of you. Please, Zaire pleaded. It is us and the kingdom, or this man, her father said with finality. Zaire's heart broke. She loved her parents and was grateful for them, but she also loved Kato. He was the man of her dreams and she could not let go of him or their connection. Maybe you should listen to them. I cannot be the reason you and your parents don't talk. Kato interrupted her thoughts. For once, I'll agree with the young man, her mother said. Mother, father, I love both of you so much, and I'm grateful for giving me the best love and life and loving and taking care of me. I know you are looking out for me and protecting me, but I love Kato. The love and connection we share is beyond this world. I just can't let go of him or us. I hope one day you'll come to understand and accept our love, Zaire explained after some minutes of silence. You're choosing him? A stranger over your family? I'm disappointed in you, Zaire. This is not how we raised you, her mother said sadly. You are no longer the princess of Nyumbani Kingdom, and you are not our daughter. You are just Zaire. I wish you the best, Zaire, and I pray and hope you never regret your choice or come crying for our help after he has hurt or betrayed you, or you have nothing, her father said in finality as they left. This broke Zaire's heart into a million pieces. She and her parents had been best of friends. She was not only losing her parents and the kingdom, but also her best friends and the life she had known. She hoped she would never regret it. She had followed her heart and it led her here. She hoped she was right. That was a big decision. Are you sure? What if I cannot give you the life you deserve? What if I end up hurting you as they said? Or you end up hating me for being the wedge between you and your parents? You do understand. I cannot give you the life you are used to right now, Kato said unsure. I'm not certain how the future will unfold, but I've followed my heart. Luxury doesn't matter to me. I had it, but it still didn't give me peace and happiness. You give me the happiness and peace in this simple life, and that is all that matters. I choose you, Kato, and will keep choosing you. We'll both work to get a better life along the way. But right now, this is pretty good, she replied. It's okay if you miss the lifestyle or you want to go back. I won't hold you back, he added. You're not holding me back. You're like the breath of fresh air I have needed after I've been drowning. You and I will succeed. We will stand the test of time and we'll keep standing together. She smiled. Princess Zaire left the palace, forfeiting her claim to the throne for the man she loved. Life outside the palace was a stark contrast to the luxury she was used to. She struggled with the chores and responsibilities that came with her modest lifestyle. She was used to a life of having everything she wanted, people serving her and never having to lift a hand, to now this, a life of working for everything. Sometimes she thought of going back. However, her love for Kato made the hardships bearable. She learned to cook, clean, and live simply, finding joy in their companionship and mutual respect. One day, Kato decided it was time for Zaire to meet his parents. To her surprise, they traveled to a neighboring kingdom. Kato, What are we doing here? A palace? She asked, surprised. Son, you're back. We have missed you. Is this her? Is this Zaire? The king said, hugging Kato. Son, was she hearing this okay? No, this couldn't be true. The Kato she knew was a mechanic and didn't love luxury. Hello, Zaire. Welcome to Milimani Kingdom. I am King Amani, and this is my wife, Queen Zuri. Our son has told us a lot about you, the king greeted. Son, you said she was beautiful, but my God, she is perfect, gorgeous. Queen Zuri smiled. No, she had to have gotten this wrong. You are their son? You are a prince. She turned to Kato, surprised. Son, you haven't told the guard already? You play too much. He's the crowned prince of Milimani Kingdom, King Amani said. I know I have a lot to explain, Kato began. That you do. Why did you lie to me? You know I hate lies. Zaire got defensive. It's true. I am Prince Kato. I was looking for a wife, but most people only wanted me for the power and money. So I decided to go to a neighboring kingdom where no one knew me. Even my colleagues in the mechanic shop didn't know who I was. But they taught me. I've always loved being hands-on and working for my own money. I also wanted to find someone who loved me for who I am, not my money. And most ladies didn't even bat an eye my way because I was poor. But you are different. You were intrigued by me. I learned a lot from you, and you wanted to be my friend despite you being a princess and I being a mere mechanic. And when your parents gave you an ultimatum, you denounced your throne for me. You didn't care that I didn't have anything. You just loved me for me. I've seen you struggle to adjust to this life, and every day you smiled. You stood by my side despite rejections, and that was a clear sign to me that you are here to stay for good, through the thick and the thin. And that is all I could ever ask for. I love you so much, Zaire, and I'm not worried because I know you are here to stay. I'm still me, the Kato you know. I'm just showing you the world I hid, but I promise to hold your hand, never let go of you, take care of you like the queen you are, and whenever you call for me, I'll be there, Kato explained. Zaire was astounded. At first she was angry. He lied to her, but she also understood him. Her love and sacrifice had proven her true intentions, and Kato's parents welcomed her with open arms. The entire kingdom celebrated their union, and she was introduced as their future queen. They went to see her parents. King Omari and Queen Leila, initially shocked and regretful, apologized for judging Kato, eventually came to bless their union, recognizing their love and the strength the daughter had shown. With their marriage, a new era began for both kingdoms. Zaire and Kato's love story became a legend, a testament to the power of choosing one's own path and the strength found in true partnership. It is also a story of never judge a book by its cover. And that is the end of the story. Tell me in the comment section what you learned. Do not forget to subscribe, like, share the link with your friends, family, colleagues, and loved ones. I'll tell them to also kindly subscribe, watch each of my stories, like, and comment. Follow me on Instagram at pesh_norma and TikTok at peshnorma stories. Below on my description box is the link to my other stories. I kindly invite you to check them out. Thank you.